Dre Greenlaw, dude, I have seen nothing but praise from 49ers fans. Like, they're in shambles because the 49ers are just bleeding out. They're just like, don't even try and patch up our wound. Just let us get rid of all of our lifeblood. We will die and we will come back as a new team. We don't know what that team's going to be yet, but just let us fucking die because that's what we're trying to do.
Two things based off of that. The fact that Micah Parsons is like, welcome to reality. This is what it's like not having a rookie QB, and all the 49ers fans still roasting him of like, you still can't beat us. It doesn't matter. One, fantastic. And two, I know it's an overreaction, but I do like how there are some Eagles fans that are like, Howie, what are you doing? We're losing our entire defense. And they just won a Super Bowl. So like, I think that's and I think they're going to be ultimately fine. I'm not worried about the Eagles, but yes, the 49ers, their intestines are all over the floor right now. They're just trying to scoop it back in and going, is this a rock or is this my gallbladder?
Yeah. The 49ers are doing what the Browns should have done. They're resetting. They're stripping down, and I get they're letting go of some players that you probably want around or you want for a couple more years, but they're like, you know what? We got to reset. We got to get ahead on these contracts.
Yeah.
We probably are going to try. We want to rebuild through the draft. And there's players on their roster that they have that can fill in for some of these guys. Like the amount of people they've let. The last time I checked, it was 11, and then I think they decided to release somebody else. I was like, are they at 12 now? Yeah. That's a lot. It's a lot of. Usually you decide to keep a couple of those guys, and I think Dre Greenlaw is one you would have assumed they would have kept.
San Fran, what's happening to them is what's expected. Like I shared this yesterday when I was streaming that right after the 49ers Chiefs Super Bowl, the last one, like 49ers fan came up to me and was just like, that was the window. And I'm like, yeah, that was it. And then like you try to make it work last year, but cajillion injuries. And unless you're the Kansas City Chiefs, like they'll tell you how difficult it is to get back to a Super Bowl, let alone win a Super Bowl, which 49ers fans know all about. And then now it's just like, all right, we got this roster together. Like, do you remember a few seasons ago, like when that Christian McCaffrey trade came through, we were like, holy crap. Like the 49ers were already good. And now this is going to put them over the top. And it did. Like they made it to a Super Bowl, and they nearly won, almost going into double overtime, but they did not. So I think now it's unfortunately, this is with Windows, they're going to have to figure it out with Brock Purdy and see what the hell that contract is going to look like. And they're going to have to move on from a bunch of people. So it's just going to be what is left. And from there, how can you make this rebuild as quick as humanly possible? So yeah, you got to rip the Band-Aid off. And someone mentioned this in a super chat, and we were talking about this yesterday. I think if there's any winners of free agency right now, the Rams have to be near the top. Looking at what's going on within their division and also the moves that they're making as well, right? The Rams, they went toe-to-toe with the Eagles in the divisional round. They beat the crap out of the Vikings in the wild card round. You re-sign Stafford. You get Devontae Adams for a 2-year deal, which I think is a great move. You're going to likely move on from Cooper Kupp, which I think is just, you got to do it just based off of how he's been playing. And now you look at the 49ers, they're getting decimated. You look at the Seahawks, they're reshuffling a ton of things around. So I don't think that they're going to be the most competitive team. And the Cardinals, while they're making moves and going to get guys like Josh Sweat, which I really like, we have to wait to see if they're going to be one of the ascending teams. So I said this yesterday, but I think the Rams are going to be favored in the NFC West to win the division because, dude, I think they've made some really good moves and the rest of their division doesn't seem to be getting much better for this season.
Yeah, it's the Rams division to lose. And these are like their key players that are leaving in San Francisco, right? Aaron Banks, gone. Do you guys like Aaron Banks there?
So, yes. So his contract just came out, which I'm much better about because as you know, as soon as all the contract information is like released when it first comes out, it's like, look at this large number. So 4 years, $77 million. I was like, okay, that's a lot of money. But looking at the actual, I'm okay with it. Yes, I'm very okay. We need O-line depth, so I just don't know what configuration is going to look like.
They lose their arguably their best corner in Charvarius Ward. Then Denver gets Hufanga, Greenlaw. Lose another, their backup left tackle, Jalen Moore. Probably a steal for the Chiefs. Leonard Floyd gone.
Yep.
Josh Dobbs, okay, that's fine. Elijah Mitchell, that's no big deal. And then you've got, Juszczyk. They release him. That's a bit of a surprise. We don't know the age limit on fullbacks, do we, Tom?
No.
Kyle Juszczyk, 33-year-old fullback. What's a fullback shelf life? Well, only a handful of teams even use fullbacks.
Correct.
But we know he's been one of the best. John Palacio, he can go suck somewhere else.
That's great. Nicely done. I don't know if it's a walk-off, but it's good.
Oh, my God. Just kidding. I like Palacio. Brandon Allen. Okay.
Great. Clip it.
Not a big deal. Demetrius Flanning Fowles. Don't know. Isaac Yaddo, who the Broncos drafted. Played well. But, yeah. It's these big guys up front. So I think they're just making money, obviously, for Brock Purdy, and they're going to build as they go along. But with the Rams and the Seahawks, the Rams got better by keeping Stafford. Okay, slam dunk. What's going to be interesting to track is Sam Darnold and Geno Smith. The Sam Darnold news happened Monday, so we hadn't talked about that quite yet. And I like the takes on both of these quarterbacks. Suddenly, Geno Smith is the most accurate quarterback in the NFL. And I think Geno Smith throws a very nice football.
He does.
I got away when I watched him last year. I was like, you know what? I don't think he gets enough credit for his arm talent. I get that. But if you're in favor of hyping up the Seahawks for the move, what you're saying is, the Seahawks did the smart thing. They got a 27-year-old Sam Darnold versus a 34-year-old Geno Smith or 33-year-old Geno Smith. They got younger and cheaper at the QB position, which, fine, yes, you saved a little money and your quarterback is younger. Is Sam Darnold better than Geno Smith? We don't really know yet. Also, Geno Smith has a big gap of years where he didn't play. So even though he is, quote, older, I don't think he has the wear and tear of a normal 33, 34-year-old quarterback. And I'd argue Geno Smith at age 33, 34, I don't know which one it is, I should look it up right now, is still more athletic than Sam Darnold, right? Like, I think he offers you a little bit more in athleticism. So I think the age part of it is irrelevant. Specifically when you were looking at 2 or 3 year deal for either of those guys. Like, who cares at that point? So I don't think age is actually like a big upgrade for the Seahawks. But I like Sam Darnold. I think it's so hard to judge Sam Darnold on last season because we have 15 great games from him or very good games from him, and you had 2 stinkers at the end of the year. It just seems like such a wash for me. I don't think they got a lot better or worse with Sam Darnold. If that's what they want their upside to be, fine. I think the Raiders got a lot better with Geno Smith, so that's a big win for them. And they probably could have had Sam Darnold, if Geno wasn't available for trade or whatever. So we'll get to kind of watch and see which one works out. That's our most interesting move, Darnold and Geno Smith. That's what this free agency period really is.